Good morning. It's just coming up 10 to 8. As you can see, I've got breakfast on the go. I've been to the shower block, brushed my teeth, all the good stuff is done. About to heat some water for my coffee after this. It's a good night, even with the thunderstorm. Tent held up nicely, all my gear is dry. I'm ready for a day, so good. This coffee, Meister Engineering in Geneva. I'm going to try and be back a bit earlier because it is going to rain later today. But it looks like quite a lot of rain at about 3. So I'll try and get everything done before then and come back and just settle in. So I will see you on the road. Cheers. Well, this wasn't what was forecasted, which is a little disappointing, but I'm going to make the most of it. Got all the wet weather gear on, which is why you bring it and why have it if you don't use it. Hopefully I've now put on all the wet weather gear so Murphy's Law will kick in and the sun will come out. The morning's plan is this. I'm going to join the Grand Tour route to Geneva. It's actually a feeder route onto the Grand Tour, I think is how they class it. But I'm hoping it's going to take me to the nicer portion of the route into Geneva, if there is one. And it should take me through a portion of the Jura hills, which are the ones ahead of me, which I've been on the French side and they are really beautiful. So let's see what the Swiss side looks like. And it's also taking me towards the only patch of blue sky, slightly off to my left, which I'm not complaining about. Campsite is good. It's quite near a major road, so you get a bit of noise from that. But the facilities are, well, best I've had yet. That's what you get, I suppose, for a big tour camping site like that. Right, it's all very nice, isn't it? Lovely sweeping corners. A few drops of rain here and there, but nothing too bad. That's a great looking landscape. That's a great run up there, this. Oh, this is a lovely route. Look at this. Oh, what a spot. Wait, it's turn a corner, you get that? That's incredible. Beautiful lake, beautiful old buildings. Stunning. de Joux, apparently. Just a footnote on this morning's tour. The priority is Meister Engineering before the weather gets bad this afternoon. Still, I've been out on the road for about 35 minutes. And smile makers, great views. Nice morning so far. And I had a coffee to start my day. And a hot meal. It's all gone very well so far. And those skies look nice and clear ahead, so that is a good result. And Mars Piquet, very famous watch company, very expensive watch company. Alright, this is our little hometown. Sign that says Geneva, that should be us. I have not seen stone walls in Switzerland ever before, not like this. This is like in Cornwall or up in Yorkshire or somewhere. Amazing. Right. Normally the Swiss don't do walls. Bit of fencing here and there, but not old stone walls. They're very nice ones, these. The sun was a promise that was not to be heading back to the clouds. And on a wet road again. Well, this place is a lot of fun. And it's a visual feast. It's got a bit of everything. Col de Marchairuz. This place goes on the list to come back to. And in the distance, the Alps. Okay, so I'm an optimist. I have just taken all my wet weather gear off. And Murphy's Law will now say that it's going to start raining. But come, look, there's blue sky above me. I've even got my sunglasses on. And we're descending down now towards Lake Geneva through this stunning col and the forest that surrounds it. Country lanes, isn't it? That's what the Speed Twin was made for. Cruising around country lanes. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely road. A lot of fun. Sun is out. Road is dry. The views are out of this world. I'm looking onto the Alps, past old villages, Swiss flags, cows in the field, all very nice. I can already see in the distance the fountain of Lake Geneva. I think that must be it. Oh my. We're closing in. Alright, I think we're creeping back in towards endless suburbia and the build up towards Geneva. Gotta get my city head back on. Driving in big traffic. Going past endless, effectively beachfront houses on my left. Big walls. It looks like they're stunning properties looking onto the lake. And from this side then they're looking over the lake onto the Alps, which is something special, isn't it? You know you're getting close when the sign says France now. Let's not make the wrong turn, shall we? Geneva 8 kilometers, and my beeline tells me I've got, let's have a look, 9 kilometers to go. Okay. As always, the last few kilometers are the slowest. Same for any trip, isn't it? Well, I've been going for a little over 2.25 hours. So not doing too badly, I don't think. And as we close in on Meister Engineering, getting quite excited. They just, as I said before, make these works of art. They really do. Beautiful machines. So we have made it to the heart of Geneva. Now I just need to navigate around the edge of the lake for another kilometre or two, not more than that. Ah, city traffic. Ah, under a kilometre to go, and it looks like they've blocked off my route. So we have to come up with a plan B. Let's see how Beeline copes with this. Oh, there's quite a view. That diversion was worth it, wasn't it? We have made it. Here's Meister on the right. Meister on the right. Now I need to find somewhere to park. Oh, 100S, stunning. R87. It's a work of art. My back on Triumphs. Beautiful. Annoyingly, traffic took longer than expected, so they are now closed for lunch. And they're closed for an hour and a half. Which is very frustrating. So they've literally just closed the door on me as I got here. It's the way of the world sometimes, isn't it? So I'm going to go and grab a coffee and think about my life choices for the morning. I should have done the motorway instead. That morning didn't quite go to plan. It was all my fault. I left late because I was cleaning up the tent after the rain last night. I should have just got up earlier. I didn't plan on the traffic being as bad as it was in Geneva, but it's a big city. We knew it was going to be bad. And then finding a parking spot, it just took me too long. By the time I got to the shop, literally 30 seconds to film as they were closing up for their lunch break, and they take an hour and a half for lunch because it's Switzerland. So 12 to 1:30 is when they close. So, it's everything I thought it would be. It's a beautiful shop, it's so cool, and they've got really lovely bikes on display. Had a Landy out front, an old 90 series. It's so good. They've got clothing, they've got all that kind of stuff. I couldn't find their coffee shop area. It was hot, the city was crowded, people were on the horn a lot, everyone was stressed. So I got back on the bike and I thought I'll go and find a cafe. And as soon as I got on the bike, I looked up at where I'd come from, and the hills are dark, really dark. Quickly got the phone out, the weather forecast is not great. So I'm rushing back to the campsite. I'm not waiting the hour and a half. I'm now above Lake Geneva. There it is in the background. I'll have to come back, it's that simple. I'm gonna have to make this pilgrimage. I'm gonna get it right. I'll probably stay closer next time. Great twisties this morning. It's gonna be fun twisties on the way back. The roads are great, everything is great, except the weather is not ideal and my planning is not ideal. Obviously, we live and learn. Still got a smile on my face. Another night in a tent tonight, hopefully not too wet. And if I've got time tomorrow, I'm not gonna come back to Geneva, but I'm gonna try and go around the Lake of Neuchâtel a little bit, not all of it, just portions of it, because I think it should be beautiful. I'll see what the weather looks like tomorrow. No planning now, just go with the flow a bit more. I am frustrated with myself more than anything else. Should have done better, but never mind. I'll see you a bit later. Cheers. I gotta say, Geneva, man, that's a mess, eh? That whole lakefront area. Oh. The ride in was beautiful. There's some lovely little villages just before you hit it. If you had a bit more time, that would be nice. But the actual city was busier than busy. And the accident that blocked off my street didn't help one little bit. But hey, that's life. So on my left are the Jura hills, which is what my campsite look at. Eek. So we'll see how far I can get before I have to stop and put on the wet weather gear. And lightning's already going off in that. Well, I think I better get the gear on now. Don't I look pretty? On the very plus side, I've discovered some magic little routes which I would definitely like to revisit on a nice sunny day. This whole region looks like a lot of good biking. Really good biking actually. You get the map out and you're like, oh, that looks tasty, that looks tasty. Tasty everywhere. Well, I missed something down here. There's a lot of debris on the street from the trees and stuff. Something blew through. Probably that thing ahead of me. Looks pretty intense. Yeah, it took a lot of branches down. Took this tree down by the looks of it. Cool. That didn't hit the campsite. And this is the outskirts of Orbe, so it probably did hit the campsite. I will fill Freya up with fuel, change the battery, and we'll have a look together, see what happened. Fingers crossed, everything is absolutely fine. Well, we've made it back safely, so that's a good start. This guy's still in t-shirt and shorts. I love the optimism. Well, we're still standing. Here is as I left it. So, well, it could be worse, couldn't it? The tent stayed up. Got a nice puddle on top. Really took a bit of a beating, didn't we? Have a look inside in a second, because I think I left the little window open on the inside, just the fly sheet. It's all splashed up a bit, but we'll find out. We'll get rid of the worst of the water, we'll clean it up, and we'll start again. Ah, the joys of camping. And there's Freya. Still looking beautiful, even in the rain. So, to make it a bit more fun, I do have Freya on a stone when I parked her, but she didn't like the stone she was on, so she dug a hole into the ground and fell over, and she took the wing mirror with her. But it doesn't look too bad. I'm going to fix that. I got a little toolkit with me, just there. Just push the handle down, but I don't think that's all fixable. Nothing else looks damaged. Have a look. All fun in the woods. Alright, we keep plugging away. Right, recamp on the tent. I halved the poles, just on bungee cords, so that let the top drain. Found a hose and hosed down the big ground sheet and just folded it into a quarter. I'm just using it as an in and out into tent. Everything in the tent is absolutely fine, all good. And got myself a beer. I think I earned it. I'm not sure if I deserved it, because hey, this was all self-inflicted today, wasn't it? The tent's held up really well. Bit upset I dropped Freya. Well, dropped, that's the wrong word. She sank into the mud and she was on a stone. I put on a bigger stone now. Hopefully that won't happen again. Not that many big stones here, unfortunately. Rear view mirror is, well, the support of it is bent. The alloy, whatever it's made of, is slightly bent, so it doesn't sit quite straight, but it's minor. You have to know it's there to see it. Everything in the tent is a-okay, so happy with that. I've even got stuff charging now, which is great. Bit upset that I missed out on the goal of the day, which was getting to Meister Engineering. That's my fault, as I've said before. I don't enjoy city driving. That is my lesson of the day. I really don't enjoy city. I don't think anybody does, do they? I mean, you are sitting bumper to bumper, and then when you do try and lane split a bit, it's just lethal. It's risking it, isn't it? So I want to get back to that shop. I really do, because the bikes that I saw ever so briefly were stunning. And one day, if the lottery ticket comes through, I will get something made by someone like that. I would love to. I mean, who wouldn't? So I need to go back. Probably a better way for me to do that, just me personally, rather than taking the biking and doing it again, is why don't I take the wife, book into a hotel, have a nice night or two in Geneva, and go and visit at a sensible time. Take my time, not carrying all the biking gear into the shop because you're terrified it's going to get nicked off the bike. So your hands are free to do all the things you want to do. Probably a better way. I did think it was a bit odd that a motorcycle manufacturer, you know, these custom guys are downtown. I mean, that is hip of hipster, isn't it? Most of these guys are out town in the industrial zones. They've got a nice little spot there. But these guys were right in downtown, and downtown Geneva, I'm not a fan. Anyway, I won't be cooking tonight. There's just storms rolling through by the looks of it on the forecast, and the charcoal, the bottom layers of it got wet. I mean, that doesn't matter, I wasn't going to use the whole bag, but I'm not cooking in the rain. It's just not going to work. So someone upstairs doesn't want me to cook over a fire, do they? They're really against it. But I don't mind, that's fine. There's a restaurant here, I'll go and try that out in a second. I still like camping, even after all this rigmarole of draining out ground sheets and cleaning up the mess and all that. But it's all part of the adventure, isn't it? Drinking a beer in the rain after doing a bit of work is quite a nice reward. If I see you later, so be it. If I don't, cheers. So it's still raining. I'm at the reception of the campsite where I get my draft beer from. I went up to the restaurant to try and get hot food, and it's been closed for exceptional circumstances, which I suspect means the staff thought it was wet and no one would come to the restaurant, which is fair enough. So it's delivery pizza for me now. It should come any minute. But 14 francs for a nice margarita, that's all I needed. 20 francs minimum. You must order something else. What would you suggest? Beer, monsieur. Okay, I'll take a beer. So there is a beer coming with the pizza. So I'm not getting up early tomorrow. I'll take it easy. Then again, I don't think there's going to be any rush tomorrow. I need to dry out the tent as much as I can. I need to probably hose it down first, then dry it out. And there is sun on the forecast in the morning. And whilst I'm here, I may not be going back to Geneva, but I would like to do the routes around Neuchâtel, the lake. There's an area I have in my head which I drove through once, which looks beautiful. So I'd like to go there. May the rain stop at some point. Maybe. We'll see. Just coming up on 7 o'clock. I'm going to hide in the tent now, if it's surviving. Had my pizza. Had one beer too many, I'm sure. Okay. Well, this new setup holds better, doesn't it? And Freya, is she going to survive the night? Let's hope so. She's not sinking in, at least this time. So that's much better. Okay. Thank God I've got a good sleeping bag. It's getting cold. So, well, it's been a long day, but it's been a good day actually. Still smiling. See you in the morning.